Hello lords and ladies and welcome back to more The Third Age with me, the casual gaming dad. As I remember me words there, try and get me words out properly. Today we are going to finish exploring the sewers of Osgiliath and make our way to save Idrial. So I hope everyone's had a nice weekend. It's nice and chill, nothing too extraneous hopefully for anybody, as we proceed to make this really easy by putting everything to sleep. You can be a bit free with the AP here as well. Learning counter-attack with big hard HUD there. As there is a save point, well, another save point not far from where we're at here. I don't think I need a Citadel Rage here, but just to be on the safe side. Oh, Berethor, man. Berethor. Why would I even put my faith in you? Why are you battle marching them? They're asleep. Well, that was an interesting choice, I'll say that. I've never seen them battle march a sleeping ally before. Yeah, that was definitely new. Right, Berethor, do you fancy trying again, son? Then you can hit this time. There we go, laddie. There we go. I knew you could do it. Honestly, I'm just going to keep him in and just keep them asleep. You know, we need the points in his ranger abilities before, you know, I just wheel of fire everything to death. Kind of made that second sleep kind of pointless, really, but you know, we need the points in the ranger craft. Now, I do want to ask here. That's some alright experience here, actually. I'll take that. But yeah, I do want to ask here, obviously. Oh, we're stuck on a rock. If get your words out, Thomas. Come on, you can do it. Okay, before I finish that train of thought, as I'm now stood here as Berethor, obviously. I've just got back from another Idrial fight there. And don't forget, when you're using Idrial, new quest there, we'll have a quick look at that. Hands of Healing. Find some healing item. For Idrial, lovely. Yeah, don't forget, when you're using Idrial, if you're against the archers, you don't have to frenzy. Morgul's shot will only seal your physical attack. And since Idrial excels in attacking on the special side, she doesn't really care about that. Oh, forgot Ian. Whereas obviously, that's a nice little defense buff. Not really bothered about the strength, but yeah, whereas against obviously the sword orcs, I mean, perfect example here, I was going to cut this fight out, but this is an Idrial fight. If these here were two, you know, Mordor orc swordsmen, just regular sword and shield, I'd frenzy in a double loud water fury to kill them, because they do have stagger and bash, and they will just stagger lock you, much like we do to the enemies on evil mode. But obviously against the archers, the worst they can do is seal your attack skills, which does nothing for your spirit damage skills. So just something to keep in mind, that can cause a game over. So you gotta remember, for a frenzy and double loud water fury, that's 300 AP. As if even if you're running a little short on AP, Idrial can drain it back. You see there, we've got a new axe for the HUD. Coming in at a whopping 160 damage. Versus what he's got now at 93. So, I mean, I think he's our first... Is he our first big one with the attack? 95, I know it's definitely not you. 67. He might be close, mind you. Yeah, he's got 112. I don't think Berethor... Yeah, Berethor's 137. I mean, had 160. You can see why he's not meant to be used to use spirit attacks, but get back to the train of thought I was on before. If there's anything that anybody wants to see skill-wise, so obviously I don't know if I'll get all these skills by the end of the game, in complete honesty, then obviously, you know, let us know what you want us to do. If you want, I can make a quick episode on, you know, it'll be a very quick episode on where I grind, how I do my grinding in this. And I can take everyone, grind out all their abilities. You know, it would get everyone to level 99 as well, is the thing. So obviously, you know, you get to see everybody the best of the best as far as their stats are concerned. Performing absolutely top tier and wiping everything. And I mean everything from existence. I always felt ashamed to me that they didn't put a treasure down the bottom of there. But yeah, just let us know in the comments below if there's anything else, you know, that I could do that you want to see, or that I could do better, or even if you've got any ideas of any other games you would like to see. If it's within my power to do so, I shall do it. Obviously, you know, if seeing all the abilities is something you'd rather see at the end of the game, maybe once we've done everything and you want to see the final boss of the game get absolutely shredded, absolutely ran through by Berthor and the gang at the highest possible level with, you know, best possible skills and stuff like that. Oh, this is a new one. Well, it's not a new one, but it's different to what we've seen. Yeah, just let us know. Let's see what you... So I know what you's fancying. Obviously, I can make that happen. I do have another save where I'm already planning on showing like an absolute cracked out build of pure spirit damage Elgos that I probably won't have time to do on this one. It's the attack troll I don't like, I'll be honest. The attack troll can stun me. Now, if you wonder why I didn't aid in Frenzy there for the health drain attack, it's purely because after his Frenzy, his turn gets pushed so far back. And they're stunning blades. That doesn't hurt too much at least, not too much damage out from it. Oh, well, let's check out Hadhunter's new axe. Can he land the mountain range? Mountain rage, he can. 4.5k crits isn't terrible. Duran's Rage doesn't do any extra damage, by the way. It just has a chance of, well, not a chance, it does just stun them. Which is the only reason I don't use that instead of Duran's Wrath. Trolls are pretty much immune to everything. And now it's just this guy, I don't actually have to worry about anything. He's got a piddly AoE, as we saw before. The Sonic Fury. The biggest pain about him is the fact that he heals. Obviously. I mean, I've read the books, I've seen the films. I don't ever at any point in time remember a troll going around creating shockwaves with drums. That might have made the fight of the Black Gate slightly different, if that's what the drummer trolls were doing. That might be better off Frenzy, you know. Didn't want to. Yes, I know I don't use his creature, his bow skills very often. His creature being and whatnot. His bowcraft. The good, but what I want is in Rangercraft, unfortunately. This is the tree I want to be in for my boy Elgost. I think this is what turns him, this tree with a certain build is what turns him into an absolute unit, in my honest opinion. Now obviously other people may say, I've just realised I'm still running around as Berthor. Give us more one back. There we go. Ooh, another spear for Aiden. And a ring for Berthor. Are we finally going to change Berthor's ring? Hands of Healing. Oh, I just totally glossed over whatever healing item was in there apparently. Something good like. I'm guessing an Entrout Flask maybe, or a Water of Lorien? Who knows? Polished Earth Protection 3 con. Not really interested. The ring. Because we've been using this here since Moria. So, can the ancient elven ring crafted at Elrod's hidden refuge? We lose quite a bit of strength. We lose, what, 12 strength on that? But 23 speed, I mean, can I say no to that? If you can say no to that, you're a stronger person than I am. And the Ash Spear, good for strength. I mean, you do get one more speed, but I'm not taking the hit on me spirit damage. I'm just not. There is a save point over there that we'll go check out in a minute, but before that we have one more pipe to work our way through. And nothing interesting from that fight, apart from the fact Morwen now has double attack, which means we can poison wound and her other Condi attack at exactly the same time. So this up here, this is the save point before we, you know, go and rescue Idrial up those stairs there. I love the fact that this game still has your squelching as well. I really like that. But there is one more thing I would like to show off in these sewers. Just one. That I'm hoping to get. Sorry about that, about the dog in the background there. She's honestly a bit of a nutter. Hopefully it didn't come through too loud. Bit of a nutter for such a little dog. I still don't understand why I've got a red marker over that way on of the map. Right, is this the battle we're looking for? No, it is not. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disappear and I'm going to find the fight we're looking for. All I'm going to do with this fight here is I'm just going to use Berthor's Flea in his leadership. We do have a free runaway. Skip turns with the others. Flea with Berthor, Joe. We don't want there. I don't want to pad me experience or anything like that out. As you can see, just all retreat for absolute free. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We get out the ball. So I'm going to disappear till I find the encounter I'm looking for. Once I've found that encounter, I'll meet you back. I'll meet you back with it. And here we are. We're back. I finally found it. Nazgul in the sewers. Yes, there is 3 ring wraiths we can fight in the sewers here. And obviously I'm not going to give up the chance to fight ring wraiths. Why would I? They're a great source of experience. Now obviously I do want to try and get rid of armor as much as I can on them. Now I'm not sure if these can be feared, to be honest with you. I'd imagine they can't. I'd imagine they don't use fear, I should say. Well, that just hurt Elgos. There was no need in that, was there? Let's see if we can't get some dodges on the go here. Yes. This is, I believe, I could be wrong, I believe this is one of the last places that we can randomly encounter 3 Nazguls. Obviously the first was in East Eminent Gullies, then we had the one on the Fell Beast in Rohan, none in Helm's Deep, and then we've got these now. Arrow Splitters. Wow, they're going to get a lot of turns if I use that. Let's just peace of mind. I don't want to give them too many turns ahead of us. Let's just try and slow the rolls on the damage they're dealing a little bit here. 1 and 3. Let's try and cripple them a little bit. Cannot slow them with crippling strike, but we can lower their attack. At least it looks like we can. Oh, give us that health. Nom 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 nom. Lovely. Lovely jabbly, mate. Lovely jabbly. Oh. And a dodge. And obviously I'm smart enough to get Elgos straight out of there. And as you can see here, we do have double attack now for Morwen, which means we can battle haste with the first one. We don't take too big a hit to our... I should have went after 1 really. That was a guaranteed kill. Yeah, so we don't lose too much. Oh, hitting 2 was a guaranteed kill as well. Excellent. So we don't lose too much in the turn order there. Double attack, battle rage, and attack. Like I say, I normally use it to put both condis on, but wraiths can't be condied. Oh, Hannah there with a big crack of the axe there as well. You love to see it. You really do. Do I get a turn again? Or are you just going to keep attacking us and eventually get killed by counters? No, thank you. One thing I've never done to these, to be honest, I've never actually used his drain health. Ah, 49. That's not terrible. The reason I've never used his drain health is I normally just go to Lightcraft and I normally just go blind and light. Just, I mean, the ring is the weak to light. Why wouldn't I use blind and light? I think it's sitting down me, it should be able to cap this off. That should be enough, I think. And there we go. So that is all the random Nazgul encounters that we can do. There is more Nazgul encounters as we continue the game, but they're not random. At least to the best of my knowledge, they're not random. I do believe that is the last. And I mean, the experience is not as good as it was before, obviously. As our levels are getting higher, you know, it's not really as much of an impact. 3 Rudar roots. What did I do to deserve 3 Rudar roots, game? I don't care about earth damage. What's weak to earth? Like, come on. But we make our way back up to this save point here. Hopefully, before this eye fills. All I've got to do is get near the save point before this eye fills, and then we don't have to actually fight a random encounter. Can we do it? Run, Berthor! Yes. No, that time spent. Gondor training. Must have done something for his speed. Must have taught him how to run away. Or else he wouldn't have been able to flee the battle at Osgiliath the first time round. Yeah, that took us longer than I would have liked to find that encounter. I did run from every other encounter. Now there's one last thing to do here. Is I should probably do our level ups before we go up here. Honestly, I'm just going to sneak that into his strength at this point, I think. Speed and spirit. Ooh, strength. Strength's getting up there nicely, to be honest. Put some more into his speed and a little bit more into his spirit. I know we're not really playing into his spirit at this point in time, but we will be eventually. And one last check to make sure I've got nothing. Nope. All the other equip that I've got is for Idrial. So let's exit these sewers by walking straight into this brick wall. I don't know how we're going to do this. How we're going to get Idrial walking into a brick wall there. And there she is. Fighting the wraiths herself. Now this could be another point where people can trip up as well. I know I did the first time I played the game. You need to manage your health and your AP very carefully. For this first round, I mean, if Berthor wants to dodge like that, then even better. Obviously, as normal, these wraiths are very weak to spirit. Especially, well, I mean, everything's weak to Idrial's spirit-based attacks. There's not a lot that stands up to that, really. 13,000 is, you know, a tremendous amount of damage that she deals with a single log water. Now imagine that with water horse. With a is a water horse is it called in this, or do they call it water stallion? Either way, that is a lot of damage, a lot of potential damage that we can be dealing eventually. AoE. With my Elgos build and my Aiden build as well, we don't even need physical attackers. We'll just be able to triple spirit attack everything and just watch things die. Especially considering 2 of them apply DOT ticks as well. It conjures off 2 of them, which is fantastic. Now obviously, while I was looking for that encounter, the only encounters I can't escape was the 2 Idrial encounters I got, but they don't give that much experience where it's really a big issue. But we do get a 30-age eminent pin of fortification for Aiden there.
I feel I've been here before.
But is it over?
What vile sorcery has been done to me?
I hope you've been there before, mate. You are from Gondor.
The Witch King of Angmar comes.
Why did they just call it the Witch King of Angmar? It's Angmar. The Witch King wants that gun, does he? I didn't just say that, did I? Did I?
Blade. Wait.
I think I did just say that.
Before.
I wish I hadn't just said that.
Struck by this. Here,
But I did.
on this island.
Well, I wish we had a better... I should stop talking during these scenes, really. No. Say no, Bertha. Say no. But yes, this is the part. The first time I played it, I died here because what I didn't realize was this dude uses fear, and you know, as a young child playing this game, I'm saying a young child as a teenager playing this game. I never really paid much attention to the leadership skills. I was more interested in the damage numbers and how quick I could kill things. Got to this point and got absolutely rinsed by this dude. Now, obviously, Shield of Courage down there. Got immunity to fear. So we're 100% popping that first. I can't remember if the Nazgul can stun us. I don't think the Witch King can stun us, but just to be on the safe side, I am going to use Stand Fast. Better safe than sorry. Even though that part of the fight was kind of useless.
I cannot harm him.
He is immune to your power. He created.
Ah, I was just meant to attack there. This wasn't actually the damage step yet. Aha!
Could not turn you into one of his kind, but his fell power still exists within you, embedded deep upon the tip of a Nazgul blade.
Why don't you just take him to Elrond to get it out then?
Then I shall remove it.
Where were you hiding that knife? And you're doing that through your armor, dude. It's no wonder Gondor felt so easy to Mordor.
I am free of you, creature. Now face me!
Like,
You are strong enough now to survive that. I did not think you would dare.
let's be real.
Dare together.
He just used that little knife to get through his own armor.
My friend.
It's no wonder the orcs absolutely murdered everybody in Minas Tirith nearly. Now, I might have misplayed by starting that early, and as you can see, I have no buffs. But guess what? It goes exactly the same as it did before. AP management in this fight is not an issue. We'll just ignore the fact that I messed up there. I completely forgot about that scene of him digging the Morgul blade out. The tip. The Witch King. I forgot about him digging the Witch King's tip out of himself. There's no way to phrase that, really. The tip of the Witch King's Morgul blade, maybe. I'm almost positive this guy doesn't stun us, right? So I can Shield of Courage, which is fear immunity. So every time he uses fear now, that is a waste of turn. And then Fellowship Grace can be put to use, which is gradual AP regeneration. Say 48 AP a turn. Now, the Witch King does have armor, which is why I'm Shattering Striking. Berthor is a physical hitter. Berthor apparently stupid fast because of that ring giving him bonus speed and then haste of the elves. So we are going to get a lot of turns apparently before this thing does. I mean, look at that. When's Idrial's next turn? Idrial's next turn's miles away. And I guess I'm just going to keep on going with the Shattering Strikes. You know what it is? Let's just Thelian Wrath. Let's see what we're looking at damage-wise. Oh, nice cheeky little crit there. So that's what? 11k? 11k for 56 AP. There we go. This is his wasted turn. Berthor's immune anyway. But obviously thanks to Fellowship Grace, so is... not Fellowship Grace, the other one I used. What did I use? Shield of Courage. Shield of Courage. So's Mauler. And I forgot the company might for the extra damage boost. The extra attack damage that it gives us here. As we are about to see with the Thelian Wrath. There we go. I mean, an extra 400 damage is not a lot. But technically a 3-hitter like that, that's an extra what? 1200? More fear. No thanks. And now, as silly as this may sound, the fight is near enough over. Who knew water could hurt so much? I only ever thought water hurt when it was frozen. Damn, this thing's got a lot of health. You just hurry up and die, please. My poor Berethor can't keep doing this. We'll have a look at defensive strike. Can it be counter-attacked? Ah, not terrible, not terrible. See, look how much AP we just got there for Fellowship. 191. Although, I am going to have to heal here, or Idrial does die on the next turn. Which isn't something I was planning on doing. But we can Waters of Lorien, it's fine. I'm never going to use Waters of Lorien another time. See, it's a good job we did. Although that consumed life, thankfully he doesn't use it very often. Idrial Frenzy. So I was debating on using Valorous Haste there, but there's absolutely nothing in between any of our attacks here in the Witch Kings. Although I am going to have to drain AP for her. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm not. Thanks to Fellowship Grace restoring an absolute chunk of AP back for us there. Yeah, leadership was always something I never really paid much attention to when I first played the game. It was only on later replays. Oh, nice double crit there. I realised how valuable leadership was. Now, unfortunately, I wish this fight was a little bit more exciting. But once you block them out of being able to use fear on you, it's quite an easy fight. Oh, we learned targeted strike. I think that's the one that ignores defense. No, so I can't. I'm gonna risk the last of her AP here on 2 Loud Water Furies for the kill. Is it going to be enough? I'm not sure. It might not be. It was. Champiano. And now we have successfully rescued Idrial from her elf napping. Oh, we get a new sword for Berethor there. A mithril longsword. And a new sword for Idrial, so she doesn't have to use that, albeit cool looking Isengard cutlass with the dried blood on it.
Even a Nazgul cannot withstand our power.
I don't know how she ever thought that, haha, we can best a Nazgul, look at us and all our damage. And it's like, no. He's the Witch King of Angmar. Fortunately, there is a save point here. Which is, you know, decent. And we are going to level up as well. I'm definitely 100% doing my level up here. Strength. And speed. Let me have a look at our equipment, because Idrial has got quite a bit. Some new Mithril Greaves, more speed. Even better. So her pendant at the minute gives her 16 speed, which is why she's still on it. This one, great if you're running a physical Idrial, I guess. Resistant to slash, pace, and blunt. Not my cup of tea, but it's there. The War Sword, honestly, better overall in most regards of stats, and I mean, it looks pretty cool as well. As Berethor's got the second age longsword of Minas Tirith, which isn't as good as our longsword of the Accursed, but it's still not terrible. I don't mind that at all. So now with targeted strike, we ignore armor. The only problem is to learn Gondor Rampage, we have to learn Stunning Strike. Oh, we're real close to Royal Grace as well, which is a HP restore. Stunning Strike, miles away. I've learned Valorous Haste. Oh, get yourself on Water Stallion then. 100% get yourself on Water Stallion. If I knew that, I wouldn't have been learning Cleanse and Water. Well, that's 30 AP I could have had going into Water Stallion instead. That's a bit of a shame. But we've successfully finished with Osgiliath. Now, unfortunately, this is where I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to leave this one here at the end of Osgiliath. Before we head on to our next destination. Do we know our next destination yet? Is it in the quests? Have we been told what it is? I'm not sure. No, we have not. We just know we ended Pelennor Fields with Fight for the King. So, I'm going to leave it here. We have successfully rescued Idrial. Berthor has overcome the grasp that the Nazgul had on him. But, I mean, there's no spoiler to say. Our next destination is Minas Tirith. Can we save Minas Tirith from the incoming forces of Mordor, or will we be too late? I'm afraid you're going to have to find out next time. So, as always, lords and ladies, this is Casual Gaming Dad, signing out. Stay safe.